Hello guys, in today's video, we're gonna check out the 5 best routers in the market for this year. I made this based on my personal opinion and I try to list them based on a price, quality, durability, and more information about these best routers. You can check out the description below, so let's get started. Number 5. TP-Link AX5800 Wi-Fi 6 Router Archer AX21. The TP-Link Archer AX21 is an entry-level, dual-band Wi-Fi 6 router that supports top speeds of up to 1,201 megabits per second, 1.2 gigabits per second on its 5 GHz band. It's nothing fancy, but it offered near-flawless performance for small to medium-sized homes in our tests, and it's a cinch to set up and use thanks to TP-Link's Tether app. Best of all, when tested against other, similar routers from names like Asus and Netgear, the AX21 held its own with faster download speeds, better range, and low latency too. Add in a functional band steering mode that automatically steers you between the 2.4 and 5 GHz bands within a single network. Plus guest network controls and even a quality of service engine for prioritizing traffic to the most important devices on your network, and you're looking at a decent home networking upgrade that's as simple and affordable as it gets. It isn't powerful enough to max out speeds on a gigabit network, but it can still hit consistent close-range speeds near 700 megabits per second or so, which is more than enough for most households. Number 4. Linksys Mesh Wi-Fi 6 Router, Hydra Pro 6. If you've already got a budget router running your network and you're ready to upgrade to something more powerful, then the Linksys Hydra Pro 6 belongs high on your list. With a dual-band AX5700 build, full support for Wi-Fi 6, and 160 MHz channel support for moving data more efficiently, it was an excellent performer in my speed tests, even managing to outperform flashier picks like the also great Asus AX5700. At $280, the Hydra Pro 6 is a touch pricey as dual-band routers go, but the steady, consistent performance makes it a standout. Try and catch it on sale if you can, but if you just want a reliable, no-frills router that can keep up with gigabit speeds, look no further. Number 3. TP-Link Deco Whole Home Mesh Wi-Fi System. For the best performance from your mesh router, you'll want to prioritize getting one with support for Wi-Fi 6. Plus a tri-band design that includes 3 separate bands of traffic, the usual 2.4 and 5 GHz bands, plus an additional 5 GHz band that the system can use as a dedicated wireless backhaul for transmissions between the router and its satellites. Most mesh routers like that cost at least $300 or even $400, but the TP-Link Deco W7200 gets you there for just $229. That's the best deal I've seen for a tri-band mesh router with support for Wi-Fi 6, and sure enough, it's an excellent performer as well. In fact, the only system that managed to outperform it outright in my at-home speed tests is the AX6000 version of Netgear Orbi, which costs more than 3 times as much. Keep reading for more on that one. On top of that, TP-Link's setup process is about as easy as it gets, with satellite extenders that automatically join the mesh as soon as you plug them in. Number 2. Netgear Orbee Whole Home Tri-Band Mesh Wi-Fi 6 System. Starting at $700 for the two-piece setup seen here, the AX6000 version of the Netgear Orbee is far more expensive than the dual-band version listed above, but it's also a lot more powerful. With a second 5 GHz band serving as a dedicated backhaul for system transmissions between the router and its satellites and full support for WiFi 6. The system is still our top-tested mesh router, with the best scores in both our lab-based top speed tests and our at-home mesh coverage tests. In the latter round of tests at my home, on a 300 megabits per second fiber internet connection, the Orbi AX600 returned average speeds of 289 megabits per second to WiFi 5 devices and 367 megabits per second to WiFi 6 devices, including speeds at the farthest point from the router that were 95% as fast as when connected. That's a near-perfect result, and one that no other mesh system I've tested has been able to match. Number 1. Asus AX5700 Wi-Fi 6 Gaming Router. Gaming routers promise high performance and low latency for die-hard gamers, and it isn't uncommon to find them selling for $300 or even $400. At about $250 or less, the Asus AX5700 dual-band router isn't inexpensive either, but it's a strong value relative to routers like those, and the performance it delivers as a gaming router is flat-out great. Most noteworthy is the router's latency management. In fact, it leads all of the routers I've ever tested, gaming or otherwise, with the lowest average latency across all of my tests, which online gamers will definitely appreciate. Something else you'll appreciate: an excellent mix of app-based controls and features, including a mobile boost mode that lets you prioritize gaming traffic to your phone at the touch of a button. Gaming features aside, the AX5700 offers full support for WiFi 6 with strong, stable speeds and good range. If you need additional range, you can add other Asus AMH devices to your home network to make it the centerpiece of a mesh